from an inmate to a welding coach. What's going on, family? My name is Joe Brown, aka Black Feniks, and I am your welding coach. And today I'm going live inside of the Goodwill Academy off of Scott Hamilton Drive in Little Rock, Arkansas. So for those who want to sign up into the program while I'm in the area, make sure you sign in. I'm gonna leave a link in the bio so that way y'all can hit it. I mean, a link in the comments so you can check out the facility, how much it costs. Just $100 deposit to get on the program. It's $37.75 for a 16-week program. I want to say that information because it's unheard of to get 16 weeks for $37.75, learning stick welding, flux core welding, MIG welding, and an introduction to TIG. It's unheard of, fam. So I want y'all to Google just a little bit and see how much is priced if you were in another area. So, you know, just some small rural areas that don't have a real high cost of living, like let's just say Oklahoma, Dale City. I think the same program that is not actually close, it's close to the same. I think with their program is actually 8,000 and some change. Now, they do have, here, we have grants and scholarships, so you don't even have to pay the full $37.75. Sometimes you can have a grant or a scholarship. Now, for those who want to get into it and say, man, how can I get into the program and I don't have the funds, but I'm willing to work for it? You can sign up and work for the Goodwill Academy for 90 days. After your 90 days, you can get approved for a free scholarship at the Academy, a free scholarship. Now, you can take the TEO program if you're someone that's having problems getting some employment in Little Rock or surrounding areas in the city. All you have to do is come down, join into the TE program. I think it's 60 or 90 days, and you also can get a scholarship from that as well. Now, if you are someone who doesn't have a high school diploma, but you want to dive into it, now you don't need a high school diploma to take our program to learn how to weld. You just have to be 18 or older. But you can sign up at the Excel Center, get a free high school diploma, and then come over here and get a free scholarship on picking welding, CCMA, or pharmacy tech. Those are our big three. So I like to throw that information out there. I just want to talk about my past just a little bit. A lot of people know me, where I come from, how I started. And I think that is important that we will be reminded, or let others be reminded of how a person got from A to B. You know, sometimes we see celebrities, we see people who are famous, people we look up to, and we don't know the full story. We just know, you know, they was going through this and they got to that. We know they started here and now they here. You know what I mean? But you never really seen the full path of where they come from, their struggles and their ups and downs and all of that. Well, family, I recorded all of that. So for those who are on this channel, my archives, I got over 4,000 videos, family, and in my archives, my goal was to show my struggle, how I started, some of my ideas, how I changed, how I had to switch it up, how I had to build this, how I had to move there, how I traveled here. I did a lot, fam. And I did it because I felt like we have to have someone to show us the direction that's naked and not ashamed. Even if I messed up in something, you can see my error and you can learn from it. I'm cool with you saying, hey, I seen you fall there. I came up with this idea to keep me from falling. That's the goal, fam. The goal is for me to be naked and not ashamed and lead by example. I don't want no one to experience 11 years of incarceration. I don't want no one to have to go to a hole, to be in a one-man cell, and to be neglected of his physical health. I don't want no one to go through it where, you know, you was born and the doctor smacked you on your booty and said, you a boy, and he was breathing. When you go to prison, you're gonna have to prove that you a man, and I don't want nobody to have to go through that. You got to fight every day to prove it? Come on now. Especially at some places, you know, especially when I went as a juvenile, you know, it was a lot of juveniles, and there was a lot of raping and robbing and manipulation and taking people, taking advantage of people. It was a lot of sad things that I've seen in prison, fam. So I want other people to learn from my mistakes. You don't have to experience prison. You don't need to, you can just ask me some questions, fam, and I can tell you everything you need to know, because you don't have to go through that. I went through that blindly. I wish I had a better guide, but I didn't, but I survived because God had something for me. You know, sometimes I used to get mad and complain about the things I had to experience to get to where I'm at now, but I realized that I had to go through those things, fam. I had to survive by myself. I had to be raised the way I was. I had to go through those conditions because it built the character in me for me to be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. A lot of times, fam, when we're going through the fire and we're going through certain situations, we don't see the pruning. We don't see the preparation. We don't see the development of what's going on. We just see the pain and the fire and the hurt and I don't like this and that's too much. That's all we see, fam. So, I realized that it's gonna take someone like myself to just reveal those things that, I went to prison at 15 years old, fam. At 15 is when I got locked up, 16 in prison, didn't get out till I was 26. You don't have to do that, fam. You don't have to do that. My goal is to show you how I transcend so that way you won't have to go through that. Now, I do meet people that haven't had a whole lot of struggle, fam, and they complain a lot. Well, if that's you, fam, if you come to my class, I'm gonna make sure I pull your coattail because you haven't seen the struggle yet. You can go through life, fam, and you can accomplish anything as long as you have the willpower and the mindset to say, I can do it. But if you come in here and things get a little frustrated and you say, I can't, man, I can't, we might as well go home and leave then. There's nothing else I can do because you give up. Now, if you don't give up, I'm not gonna give up. And I told one of my students the other day, I said, family, I learned how to read in prison. Not only did I learn how to read in prison, I got my GED in prison. Then when I got my GED, I went to college in prison. And after I went to college, I went to Votech and got welding. Well, I went to welding first and I went to college. Then I went to small business management, family, the college to learn small business management so I can get out and start trying to start a business, how to get it developed, how to network it, how to build a team. I was getting myself prepared, family, to be doing exactly what I am doing. And you never know how things will turn out, fam. I was born in this city of Little Rock. Now I'm here teaching in the city of Little Rock, helping other people like myself who need a better direction. My last class up to right now, family, I had 8 that graduated, and I believe 4 is already working. Amazing numbers. Probably more than that, but I know 4 for sure. So, my goal is to change lives, fam, and to change lives by being open and honest about the things that you have to go through to get here. There's gonna be struggles, fam, but I have never met no one who didn't want to weld, who didn't want to get it, that didn't get it. Literally, if you want it, you're gonna get it. You just might have to put a little bit more work than the next person. So don't come in and think that you're not gonna work hard and you're gonna be able to get the same skill set that the person that's getting it. You ain't gonna be able to do it like that, fam. You're gonna have to put in some work ethics, put an extra hour in, come in when we have the extra time to practice, fam. All of this stuff is valuable. That's how you're gonna transcend, fam. So my goal is to see people win, fam. And if you are an inmate and you want to transfer your life over to welding and to a better career, I can help you with that, fam. My goal is for those who are in prison in Arkansas, if you are in Commons Unit, Vernon Unit, Malvern Unit, if you Pine Bluff, if you anywhere, Calico Rock, if you anywhere in Newport, if you anywhere in the Arkansas prison, male or female, my goal is to help you gain a career to change your life, fam, because it means everything. It means everything for us to have a little bit more finances, but then we also have to learn how to maintain what we get. So me personally, coming from my perspective, fam, being a welding coach, I'm giving you more than just the skills of welding. I'm gonna show you how to be an entrepreneur. I'm gonna show you how to turn your skill set into a business, into a product. Like, if you're willing to get the information and willing to use it, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you, fam. You just can't have thin skin, fam. You gotta have a little tough skin. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna get burnt. You're gonna get burnt welding. It's not that you're not going to, it's when you're going to, but you're going to, so you gotta have thick skin. So I say that, when you come in here, family, you might get a spark or two. It is what it is, but you're gonna be okay as long as you put the work ethics in, fam. The only way for me to tell you that you're not going to get burned in welding or not going to get a spark is to not weld. But if you play with fire, fam, you know the old saying, you're gonna get burnt, but not in a bad way though. Not in a bad way though. I got a little beans here and there, but nothing serious. But we learn from our mistakes and we learn how to use the proper PPE. We learn how to be safe, and I want to make sure I teach you all that. but I want to be realistic with you on where I come from. That I might be a little rough around the edges, you know what I mean? That I don't believe in giving up. I don't believe in having a whole lot of options. I believe in having two, surviving or failing. So you're gonna have to pick which one you want, survive or fail. That's it. Them are the only options I believe that we need in life in order to get over the hump. To have a big menu for the things, all you're gonna do is waste time, complicate yourself, get confused, and end up giving up. You know what I'm saying? So two options, fam, survive or fail. So just keep that in mind. And in prison, I had to have those same two options, survive or fail. You know, if I would have failed in prison, I wouldn't have got out and made 2 children. You know, I wouldn't have been interested in no women if I would have got out. You know, if I'd have failed victim to prison, I'd have got out and wanted a man. Be honest with you, I didn't fall victim to that though. I didn't indulge in the homosexual activities. I am a heterosexual male. I don't knock nobody for what they do, but that's not what I do. I don't indulge in it. I don't promote it. To each his own, you know. So I just want to say my goal is to help anyone, and that means anyone. I don't care how you walk or what you talk or what you live or how you live. If you want this, I have no prejudice to teach it to you, to make sure that you get it and win, because you might do something I never had a dream of doing with it. You know what I mean? Or you might get it and we might network and do something great. You know what I'm saying? We might build a product or make something or sell something or start a team. You never know, fam. But we got to get started. I just wanted to be transparent and just let y'all know that the reason that I'm here today is for my mom. My mom is dead, God rest her soul. She died in 2012, and I still keep her alive, family, like she just died this year, because she spoke life into me. She's the one that told me, hey, what do you think about welding? They make $100 an hour. Boy, I can hear it like yesterday. $100 an hour? Man, mama. Yeah, I want to do that. I was young, she motivated me, boy. I swear, my mama knew how to motivate me. And from that day, when she left visitation, I was a welder. I was telling people in the Bay, yeah, man, I'm gonna be a welder, man. What? Yeah, I'm gonna go to Votech when the time comes. My mom sent me some information down there. At that time, it wasn't Google, so she copied some papers front and back. Sent me about 5, 6 pieces of paper, whatever she could fold up that can go in one envelope. And it was front and back, and I remember that was like my welding Bible. It was just telling me about when it started, some things that they did, a couple terms, you know, giving me some concepts of it. And family, I engrafted that and put it in my heart, fam. And it wasn't until a few years later until I was able to get into the program. But I was able to get into the program at Verner Unit in Grady, Arkansas, and I heard that they don't offer welding anymore. So I don't know if they still got the Votech up at all. I don't know, but I know they said they don't offer welding anymore. And it's sad, fam, because they really needed that. Like, that program changed my life out there at the prison. It changed my life, fam. So for anyone that's in prison that get a chance to see this video, if I'm here or someone else, which my goal is to always be teaching and to actually kick off my own school next year. I got a couple things that I've been trying to get in line, so hopefully I can have mine established next year. I'm doing everything I can right now to get everything in line. So if I'm here or still have my thing going or private, however, reach out to me, fam. Reach out to me, inbox me. I'm on all social media sites, so make sure you hit me up. It's Your Welding Coach on all social media sites. I also got an Instagram with HogOn University, so you can hit me up on that. I don't have a Facebook for HogOn University at the moment. So, you know, for those who want to reach out, fam, just reach out to me. My goal is to drop realistic content and give a person some insight of where I came from, fam, and how important it is that I make sure that no one else goes down that same path if I can help it. And especially my people from rural areas, from the South, that need a better opportunity, fam. Welding can change your life, fam. It can change the game for you. Don't get afraid that you're learning something new, that it's new information. It's gonna be new. It's not gonna be easy, but you can do it, fam. You can do it, fam. I got a brother that I helped out in Pine Bluff who I taught, And at first, family, he was discouraged. He was like, nah, I don't know about this, man. He was going through it, and then finally it hit him. He was like, man, I got this. And he got it, fam. And he was going with it. But I had to motivate him. I had to let him know, fam, ain't nothing in life easy. It's always going to be hard when you're getting started. But once you finally get it, fam, you're gonna be happy, and you're gonna be pleased with yourself that you didn't give up. And I was thinking the other day, I was talking to someone, and I was saying, man, it just tickled me, fam, that I'm alive and well to be able to say I got 20 plus years experience in something. You know, that I got that much experience, that I stuck with it, that I learned it, that I went through the trials and errors so that way I can get it to give it to you now. And look at me, teaching in Little Rock, family. I mean, mama would never believe it, family. Mama would never believe it. And my goal as family is to leave a legacy. That's why I always say things like live to be remembered in welding and hip hop and saved by welding, because my goal is to leave a legacy of people I have taught and stories that I have experienced myself that I left out there, so someone else can grab them and they can use them to plant seeds to keep the ball going, fam. You know, each one teach one for real. Not actually each one teach some, because we so far behind. So my goal, family, is to just be realistic with you. I did 11 years incarcerated, so I went from an inmate to a welding instructor to a welding coach. And I love to say coach instead of instructor, because I really motivate my people. I do more than just instruct and help them learn the skill. I help them deal with life. I help them deal with, I teach them, give them some principles on business. Just motivate them, fam. You know, just keep them motivated, keep them in high spirits, even if I'm in low spirits, fam. And that's one thing I learned, that it made me realize that this is my purpose, this is my gift, because I can be going through something, fam. I could be stressed, I could be having so much on my mind and don't know where to go, fam, but I can walk in here and them students could be sitting in front of them booths, and I leave all that to the side and I go in there and help. Oh yeah, you getting this, okay, let's get this. All that is to the side, fam. I don't think about it no more. And then it's so funny, because I'm like, man, it ain't serious. So you have to literally train yourself that your problems are not bigger than you. You're bigger than them. But if you dwell on them a long time, you can't make it bigger than you. You can make it seem like they are, and you are actually bigger than your problem. So I just want to be a living witness, fam, just to say you can do it. If you know a family member or a friend who's incarcerated, let them know they can do anything, fam. You know, and for those who want to know some of my charges, I'm just going to be open with you. I went to prison. I had aggravated robbery, 2 charges of aggravated robbery. I had terrorist and aggravated assault, possession of a firearm, possession of a controlled substance. And family, I was on one, fam. I was young. You know, I was blinded. And the things that I thought meant something, family, didn't mean anything. You know, my values was messed up. I didn't have the guys that I needed in my life. You know, the people that I had in my life told me, oh, don't rob, just hustle and sell dope and pimp. That'll keep you out of trouble. So even though they didn't want me to do this, they still pointed me to do that. But that's all they knew, fam. That's all they knew. So I'm not mad with someone that didn't know better. You know, they gave me what they could give me. So now that I know better, I'm gonna make sure those who come under me don't have to go down those paths, don't have to bring me no money and keep recopying. You know, I'm not one of those OGs that you got to constantly come back to me and pay, you know, to get a bag from me so I can give you a little bit to make a little bag. Nah, fam, I'm gonna give you the game. If you come back to me, you paying homage. You said, hey, sensei, hey, OG, hey, coach, you gave it to me, fam. I just traveled, I'm making this money, I just built a house, just got a new car, you know what I mean? Bought me a truck with a welder on the back, or whatever the situation is. That's what I want to hear, you know what I mean? But my goal is to motivate folks, fam. You know, to let you know you can do it, fam. If I can do it, if a person like me who literally thought, you know, fam, I ain't see no good in me, even though others did. I always had a good heart, but so things was a little complicated and a little struggle for me growing up. So I always, you know, felt like I wasn't worthy of certain things. I felt like, you know, when you real poor, fam, it just, I don't know, I felt unattractive. That's a lot of things that I was going through being young. So I indulged in other things that made me stood out. And I was thinking about, you know, building a go-kart when I was young. The first person in the hood to have a go-kart, me. I built it. I got some scraps, we put it together. Mama helped me buy this, and we literally took it to a guy. We built this thing. We built the go-kart, and everybody in the hood enjoyed it. And I built had a scooter, ended up getting a scooter with no brakes. Everybody in the hood rode it though, you know what I mean? But it wasn't that I wasn't rich. I was just always rigging up stuff, making stuff to just enjoy life, fam. I always been that way. And I'm making stuff now, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to go live and just say, share my story and just say, when you get a chance and you get a moment, go through my archive. Check out some of the stuff I've been through, fam. Some of the places I've been, you know. I had to change some things. I thought a certain way and I realized that that's not what's up. I'm 43 years old now. And I believe I started this channel, HogOn University or HogOn Welding channel, when I was 36. I think it was made, I think I created this in December of 2016 is when I actually posted my first video, I believe. So don't hold me to that, but I was think December of 2016 or the beginning of 2017. But I think it was the end of 2016 when I created the channel. So you see how long it's been up. I just started a new channel though, it's called Your Welding Coach. So make sure y'all go subscribe, like the channel, share the channel. It's all about welding education, teaching, motivating, showing you what they're doing, some processes, and to help people get into welding, bring more wellness to it. So I appreciate y'all if y'all share and like and subscribe. But like I say, fam, my goal is to be naked and not ashamed. And just let you know, I went from an inmate to a welding coach, fam. And when I was an inmate, I did not see myself being a coach, fam. I did not see myself being here, by no means. And that's how life will take you, fam. Life will take you in directions where you don't even know how blessed you are. You don't even know the doors that's about to open until they're open in your lives, fam. And I'm gonna tell you something, fam. When they open, you're gonna be like, wow. Like I sit here now, fam, and I just think about my situation. I got dramas and stresses and stuff I'm dealing with, but it's nothing like it was, and now I can see the light now. So I just want to say to anybody that's incarcerated, that's going through it, keep knocking on that door, fam. Don't give up. It's light around the corner. And I swear, once you get out, fam, it's going to be doors, it's going to be open, it's going to be people you're going to have to cut off and things you're going to have to do. But I would say this, don't be afraid to relocate. That's going to be one of the best things for you. I have learned that leaving where you're from is good. Now, ain't nothing wrong with going back after you built yourself up and you strong and you want to go back to that area, ain't nothing wrong, but you need to leave there first. You need to leave there, you need to start something new, you need to do something different, you need to meet new people, you need to learn. Educate yourself, always learn, fam. I want to leave you with something that an OG left me before I left prison. He said, son, I want you to live like you're gonna die tomorrow. Treat people right. Do unto others as you want others to do unto you. Eat healthy to your best of your abilities. Stay healthy, work out, to do a little something to keep yourself going. But I want you to learn though. I want you to learn like you're gonna live forever, like you're never gonna die. Always learning, always digesting knowledge, always growing and developing. Because that's how you're gonna be able to live to be remembered. HogOn family, y'all be blessed.